Well, so just to give you an insight, it was 7 days, and we were in the studio for about anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day. And so, like, I remember the first day, it was like, the first day was literally like we were talking like philosophy and physics. So, the way that he started it off, he's just like, listen, man, he was like, music is frequency, frequency is vibration, and vibration is life. Therefore, music is life. Like, this is what we're studying this week. And I'm like, dude, fuck, like, I'm in, right? Like, you sold me, right? So, yeah, and so he's kind of like, he really broke down like what it means to, like, what music is on a sonic level, like how to think about it in those terms. And then, like, over the course of the next few days, it was everything from, like associating the plugins with the actual, like, analog hardware, and like why the two work together, and really in actuality, at least to my ears, like how, like, it's literally, you can't even really tell the difference between the two, like, genuinely. Like, so I think even for my ears at that point, I was like, oh man, yeah, I'm totally, at that point I was just like, fuck hardware, I'm just going all digital at that point, right? Because I was there and I was like hearing, this is where Radiohead records, right? Everybody records there. They have all of the hardware that you need. They have this amazing Neve and SSL console. Like, they have it all.
Which studio were you at?
Studio La Fabrique.
Oh.
It was in the south coast of France. Beautiful. It was like this French chateau converted compound. Yeah. And I think, to me, what was more impressive about that studio, obviously the gear is impressive, but it was really just the vibe. I think the gear really demonstrates a higher vibe about the environment and the care that someone putting into what makes a creative space. Mm-hmm. And it's just a little bit more representative of that. And so I think there's a time and place for all of these things. But yeah, I think for me personally, what I took away from that was like, oh, okay, so where we're at in music history today is that all of that good stuff that I saw in that super expensive studio, literally I can carry around with me anywhere with my laptop. It's just really, it's the knowledge about how to piece those signal chains together that's more of a thing that I needed. So it was kind of tailored for us in that sense. And so when we were A/Bing it, we were thinking more about, like, the kinds of records that we want to produce. They're not like jazz records. They're not like rock records. Like, we're trying to take those elements of the history and the fabric and the process, but take it as a color and put it into this other space, which is pop music, or which is like streaming, or which is like, it's much more like manufactured in that sense, right? You're taking all these different elements as really just a color palette, and then you're trying to create something new with it. So because of that, our intention of what we were studying was a little different. It's just than the strict, like, traditional process of this is how you make an analog recording.